Hi, welcome once again to another NVDA lesson. I had some technical difficulties, and sometimes it prevents me from actually making these videos as timely as I want to. But it's always sorted out, and when it is, then I'm glad because it usually means that I'll be with you again in yet another video. Now, today we have something very interesting to discuss. And although I am not really sure, as someone who's blind and has been blind since birth, how this really would affect um, people visually, it definitely exists. And it's called formatting. No, luckily not formatting of a PC, but we're talking about formatting changes. Now, when I speak about formatting changes, I mean things like underline, bold, centering, things like that. Now, I have my one of my favorite Gutenberg projects open here.
01. Tarzan of the Apes TXT WordPad window. Rich text window.
And just to demonstrate a few of these formatting changes here. And the first thing I would like to speak to you about is reporting the formatting. Now, NVDA plus F for from can be pressed to report formatting. So I'm going to just arrow here.
Blank. Chapter 1.
So if I want to know the formatting of chapter 1, the text under the caret or cursor, I would press NVDA F and NVDA would report the following.
Courier new 11.0 pints black, default color, on white, default color, align left.
Let's do this again. NVDA F.
Courier new 11.0 pints black, default color, on white, default color, align left.
All right, that's a whole lot of text, a whole lot of information, as you have heard. Say I want to copy that information somewhere. Then I would press NVDA plus F twice quickly.
Formatting, 11.0 pints black,
So
default color, on white, default color.
Let's just arrow around.
Align left. Black, default color, on white, default color. Align black, default color,
So
on
I
white,
actually just
default
press
color.
my up and down arrow here. And NVDA is reading the formatting line by line and what it is. So it's in a small window where I can now then select and copy the text and paste it anywhere. Anywhere where
Tarzan
I want.
of the Apes T.
So now I want to quickly change the formatting of this line. We can do that by selecting the text.
C. Chapter
So
1
if I
selected.
want to italicize it, I would press Control I. If I want to bold it, I would press Control B. Now I've actually italicized it and I've bolded it. So let's hear if NVDA has anything to say about this. by pressing NVDA key plus F.
Courier new 11.0 pints black, default color, on white, default color,
Okay.
bold italic align left.
Now, if I want to take it off, meaning the bold and italicize, I want to take it off, I'll just press Control I and Control B again. Just to make sure, let's press NVDA F.
Courier new 11.0 pints black, default color,
Alright,
on white,
so
default
there you
color,
heard
align left.
that it is now taken off. Now NVDA can also be set to actually read things automatically. To go into the category settings menu of NVDA, the documents category, you can press NVDA Control and D for Delta. Let's open it.
NVDA settings, document formatting, normal configuration, dialog, document formatting property
So
page,
here,
font grouping,
I
font name
can
not
check the
checked LF.
checkboxes under, for instance, font name. So that's checked. That's
Space, checked.
So now, let us just go back to apply. Apply.
Categories, list,
Press
document
Alt-A.
formatting 11 of, apply Alt-A.
And now it's apply.
Space,
Let's go
pressed,
back. Okay.
categories, list, document formatting 11 of, apply Alt-A. Cancel. OK.
So now I'm just going to press
01. Tarzan of the Apes TXT word. Courier new blank, chapter 1 unselected.
And there
Chapter
you heard
1.
that NVDA is actually read
Blank.
chapter 1 for me automatically, the font name. So if I
Chapter 1.
would go back into the settings dialog, let's do that. So let's just uncheck the name.
NVDA settings, document formatting, normal configuration.
So let's tab.
Font name focused checked LF. Space, not checked.
I don't want to worry about the font size now.
Font size not checked Alt-S.
So the font attributes is that we are looking
Font
for.
attributes not checked
We're
Alt-U.
going to just check the box. We will
Space,
not worry
checked.
about that because
Superscripts and subscripts not checked
at
LP.
the moment I don't want NVDA to announce that automatically, but you can do that as well. You can just tab through this box. There's a lot of
Emphasis not checked Alt-M.
settings here, a lot of category, a lot of things that you can have NVDA announce automatically. You can even have NVDA announce the formatting when you do a say all. It may cause some lagging, but for this purpose, I would like us to apply. Press Alt A.
Pages and spacing grouping, alignment not checked
We've
Alt-A.
seen that there's
Line
another
spacing not
keystroke
checked
that,
Alt-L.
uses Alt A.
Alignment not checked Alt-A.
To basically to apply.
Table in headers, rows and columns collapsed Alt-E. Elements, links checked Alt-K. Graph, list, group, articles not checked Alt-C. Frames not checked, clickable, report formatting changes, OK, cancel, apply Alt-A. Categories, list, document formatting, apply Alt-A. Space, pressed, categories, list, Apply Alt-A. Cancel. OK.
Good. So I have
Document
now
formatting property
set
page. Report.
NVDA
OK.
that it would read the
01.
attribute change.
Tarzan of the Apes TX.
I'm going to just go up and down. And I'm going to select
Blank.
the line.
Chapter 1.
And I'm
C.
going to center this.
Chapter 1 selected.
So let's see if NVDA will announce something if I use my arrow keys. Let's see what will happen.
Blank. Chapter 1 unselected. Chapter 1. Blank.
So
Chapter Courier new 11.0 Pines
I
black.
can have
Default color.
NVDA
On white. Default color. Align center.
read attribute changes, font names, font sizes. There's a lot that can be set in the NVDA Control D dialog box. That's basically what I wanted to show you here, that there's a way to actually make NVDA automatically report the formatting changes. Then you don't have to actually basically press NVDA plus F every single time. So the next and the last subject of today's lesson that I would like to share with you is then using text formatting. So some formatting commands are common and they work the same in many of the programs. So these include like emphasizing text, changing the text size, etc. And bold and italics or underline are also often used for emphasis to signify changes and meaning. So to center text is Control plus E. Now why not Control C? Because if you think of copying, that's Control C. So not every single command on a PC will be the first letter of that whatever the command is, copying and so on. So Control E is for center, Control B is for bold, Control U is to underline, Control L is to left justify or to justify to left align. Excuse me there. To left align. Control J is to justify. Control R is to right align. So there are quite a few. Let's go through them again. Control and B is bold. Control I italicize. Control plus U underline. Control plus L is to left align. Control J is to justify text, meaning that the text will then be the same distance from the left and the right margin. Control R is to right align text. Now, left and right aligning text have different meanings. When you left align text, then the text will be the same distance from the left margin. It will start at the same distance. It will not end at the same distance from the right margin. But when you right align, it will then end at the same distance from the right margin visually. So it all comes down to how it then will look visually. And as I said in the beginning of this video, even though I'm not sure how that would then appear, one thing I definitely am sure of is that it makes a very, very big difference. Well then, people, thank you very much for joining me in this video. It was wonderful speaking to you all again. I will definitely then speak to you again in the next video.